all. How was your travel? How are you?
Looks as good as on paper. We're in the kill zone, pal. We're locked and loaded.
Hi there guys, welcome back into another session. Hoping everyone is having a brilliant week so far. Lots of volatility Monday, Tuesday, wasn't there? A little bit of a crab sideways day yesterday. So going to present you with as much data as I can. I'll keep this video quick, but as you know, I will try and give you all my foresights for the coming 24 hours, where prices come from, where it's potentially going for the next 24 hours. Okay, so beginning of the week, we're looking at buying a bit of blood. There was some really good trading Monday into Tuesday, wasn't there? And that's what we got. So we bounced up. As we bounced up into Tuesday, late Tuesday, into the end of the US session, the bears really showed their hand, to be honest. Okay, so we rose up. Quick review of where we've come from. We rose up and ETH was getting absolutely hammered. Doge was getting covered with offers. Sol got absolutely blasted by the bears. Absolutely mega claws out from the bears there on Sol. Don't know what that was all about. And then BTC was getting some serious offers as well. Level holding there at 102.5k as well. Okay, so some serious bear action going on at the end of the day on Tuesday. Mentioned that to the guys in the Discord as well. If you want to get access to the private Discord, it is part of the Art of Data-Driven Market Analysis course. Okay, full online course, new 1 hour 24-minute video. All right, access to the private section of the TRDR console Discord, okay, where we do post more setups. I posted this for the guys, setups in there, all the setups, BTC as well. There was some nice setups. ETH was actually getting hammered as well, but I said I didn't really want too many one-sided trades. You know, I don't want 3 shorts on as the market's bouncing off a liquidation bounce, off a mean reversion bounce, you know, so not too many one-sided trades. But yeah, Sol short, BTC shorts, very valid. Okay, yeah. Copy trading Nick from the firm watching Jurassic Park, right? Okay, not advisable, but yeah, if you're watching Jurassic Park with the missus and you want to get a bit of action, then get involved in there, right? But yeah, basically, look, the bears have shown their hand now. Yesterday was a bit of a sideways crab day. Did expect that, didn't even hit the green button yesterday, but was preparing yesterday for levels lower if we could get them, okay? Calling all BT bulls, you need to bid this soon. It's not going to move itself, son, you know? So, yeah, okay, so that leaves us with where we are now. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive into some trading view levels and order flow in the TRDL console. So stick with us for BTC levels. If you want to look at some altcoins in more depth, then join us in the live session a little bit later. I will drop a link for that. A couple of things I do want to show you is... you'll have often heard me say, I went on about this in one of my last videos and on the live session, but I do quite like on-chain data to manage the higher time frame spot portfolio. Okay, so we're all, most of us are sharpshooting day traders, okay, gunslinging day traders, but for the higher time frame portfolio, I do like on-chain data. So I've been having a look at Philip Swift's old website, which is Bitcoin Magazine Pro, okay. Very separate charts in there to analyze all the data. Now, I often think I've actually not been on Twitter that long, to be honest. I used to work in the shadows. I've been trading for just over 10 years or just under 10 years. And yeah, I do often think that Twitter is like reading a book sometimes. You'll have heard me say this analogy before. You know, it's full of shit, but if you can find one nugget of data now and again from Twitter, or if you can read a book and find one nugget of data, then it's worthwhile, isn't it? And that's what I find now and again on Twitter. Yes, I'm still going to call it Twitter. So Immortal posted this earlier, and it's basically an accumulation of on-chain data in a trading view indicator. I'm going to show you where this is, and I'm going to drop a link from below if you want to use this. But I was like, I saw this, I was like, well, that is great, because I look at the on-chain data website all the time, you know, at least once or twice a week. And it's great, but this brings it all in to one indicator, which is very good. So what we'll do is, cheers for Immortal for that, and I'll show you the author of that as well. It is actually DeProof, so give DeProof 1367 a follow as well. He's got some really good stuff on there. So yeah, I loaded this in this morning. It's 2 separate indicators. I'll go show you those now. Okay, so just into the trading view chart, and I've dropped them on my weekly chart here. So really, you want to be looking at these on a weekly to a daily. Okay, you don't really want to be going any lower than that, I would advise. I think they advise on the indicator not to go below 4 hour, obviously, but I think a weekly and daily is good. Okay, so we've got two separates here because he split the script. So you've got top indicator and then bottom. Okay, and this is nothing to say, you know, exit all positions now. You all should know that you should be, you know, if you're getting these kind of higher time frame macro alerts, you should then be zooming into lower time frames, you know, like in the TRDR console. What is the order flow like then? Have we got supply? Okay, we're at the lows. Do we actually have a bid here in the order flow? Do we have some volume divergences and the like? Okay, but I just wanted to point this out because I think it's absolutely brilliant. Okay, so cheers to Deprove for providing this for us. And I actually believe it's been out for over a year or so. It might be a year or so. So it just shows you that nuggets of information still can be found out there on Twitter, despite all the bullshit that is out on the Twitter platform. Not looking at the vape cabal and all those bellends. Anyway, right, so should we dive into some BTC levels and then we'll check the order flow in the TRDR console? All right, guys, but I'll drop a link for this from below. I do have it on a daily chart as well. Right, so quite a nice daily open from BTC. Nice daily open, actually, 96.6. We'll just call it for the daily open there. Nice push up past this daily point of control. As I mentioned on the last video, the monthly, weekly VWAPs are going to be clustered like this with the weekly open because it's the beginning of the month. So, you know, you are just going to see that, okay? So, nice push up. No major resistance to suggest this is just going to rotate back down just now. I think potentially we're in for a little bit of a bear hunt today, okay? Potentially, all right? So nice levels here, nice push up, nice volume kick from the daily open. Nice to see it, okay? 4 hour chart. Here we go on the 4 hour chart. We're in a range. Yes, you're still in a range. You can just see the point of control there coming in at that daily open, okay? So cluster of data there with the VWAPs, with the daily open, all right? Maybe chop a little bit here in this European session. European sessions often low volume. We don't quite have the volume or the capacity to push the market generally, okay? But if we do get some pushes today into the US session, I'd be open for, yeah, like I suggest, a little bit of a bear hunt. Where can that be? Well, look, you've got some EMAs here at that 100k level. I'll show you that on a 1 hour chart in a second. But I'd be open to seeing if we can just tickle this monthly up again at 102, okay? So I'm fully not prepared to even short the market unless we go and tickle these zones again, or even potentially a little bit higher, you know, scan these Monday highs and then see if we've got any supply in the order books and rotate from there. Okay, to the downside, yes, you know, it has to be said. We've still got the value area lows of the range with that quarterly open as well at 93. And then, yes, for absolute mega black swan, Trump's dropping more coins on us and it's just absolute mega tops. Yeah, I'd be looking under 90k. I've still got that level there. I'm not thinking about it just yet because it's too far away. All right, guys, so 1 hour chart. As you can see, nice push up. Here's your daily open. End of the US session into the Asian session. Asians waking up. They just bid this up. Okay, so look, you've got that 1 hour order block there at 99 and then a 1 hour EMA. Okay, 1 hour 200 EMA, which is quite nice just for that lower time frame trend. Yes, I class 1 hour as lower time frame. But then, yeah, I'm conscious I've still got that order block there that we ticked down from before. So this was a nice short 102. That was our last short, okay, that we had on Tuesday night. Crab action yesterday. I'm not interested in this zone. If I was awake last night in this area, might have had a little bit of a bid up. But now, I think there's a few other alts out there that are in demand zones that you can bid up. And, you know, if you think that BTC is going to float up, all right, guys. But for me, certainly, I'm watching this kind of 100k zone. Do we get some more supply in here? Do we get, you know, a bigger rotation up, an absolute mega squeeze up again to that 102 zone? And then we'll check the supply, you know, like I always say. If this, then that, all right? If the bears just start to attack here, you're above the daily open, do we get a little bit of a mean reversion here and go and test that 96k again? All right, guys, so that is BTC. Quick note on Hype. Hype is performing very, very well. We have floated up and tickled this monthly open at 26, 27 a couple of times. So that was our target from the beginning of the week from this trade here. So that was our trade on Tuesday, long side trade, okay? We've now hit that monthly open. We're now forming a little bit of a range outside the higher time frame range here, okay, from that bigger pull there. So I'm interested to see. I think Hype could be up for a little bit of chop here, but I'd love to see. It's hit this area 3 times now. I'd love to see if we can just confirm this zone, even if we just come back down to that weekly VWAP there, that would be good. And then I think hype, yeah, I think it could be onwards and upwards. Right, let's go to the TRDR console and check some order flow.
Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated.
Right, once again guys, welcome into the TRDR console. Grab a link from below for a free trial, and we do still have 20% off the Art of Data Driven Market Analysis course with access to that private section in the Discord as well, where we do post more setups, and there is some one-on-one help in there as well if you do need a little bit more help and education. All right guys, but yeah, look, just on the multiverse at the minute, and you can see how aggressive the selling was. So you've got ETH here, brilliant day trade short, take profit or long, okay, however you want to manage that, but very, very aggressive selling from ETH, multiple signals going on in there. Doge getting hit with multiple signals as well. So from the liquidation bounce, I should call it, actually long on Doge, you've got some mega selling from spot and perpetuals there. And this was the really, really aggressive selling on Sol from Tuesday night. Absolute, what I would call a fire and forget short trade. So if you were long and you caught the long, this was a definite take profit, you know, on day trades or the like. Very, very nice fire and forget trade, short or hedge your position there. And here we see BTC. So that was our 102 at the monthly open, okay. That was late into, that was Monday, was it? Or was that Monday? And then basically was that Tuesday night? Oh, I can't even remember now. God, how long's this week been? Nick needs another espresso, okay? And then that was the BTC Diamond, and the levels just covering there at that 102. What is nice to see on BTC now is we do have some dynamic bid from spot and perps now starting to follow price up, okay? We do still have a level at 102, but it's a little bit lighter now. Now, if you'll remember the videos from last week, the last couple of weeks really in this range, that 102 level for me is key because it was the value area high of that old range. But let's dive into a full window and actually see what Bitcoin is doing here in the order flow. Okay, so what we can see is, I'm just going to go to a 15-minute chart for a little bit more of a view. So you can see the heavy supply there at the monthly open, and then there again. Okay, so from double band spot ratio bid into supply, into demand. So, you know, you're really auctioning this range now. So we can just see our weekly open there that we showed, point of control there. So that's been holding nicely so far. Aggregated order book depth, not too bad, 750 million from a billion, okay, down there at those lows, and then straight into supply. Right here, right now, I'm not seeing any reason for fresh shorts right here, right now. You're crabbing in the middle, so you need, again, you need a deviation below or you need a deviation above. Bears have shown their hand, okay, bears have been aggressive, they've shown their hand, and still up for a little bit of a hunt, as I said at the beginning, to just go and test them again, you know, just go and test them again. But looking at the order books of various exchanges, yeah, Binance Spot, 40 ratio there, not mega aggressive. Coinbase Pro, not mega aggressive. They do have these levels lower at the range lows still. Kraken, little bit of bid across there. Qcoin, nothing to say. Let's have a look at what perps are doing then. And yeah, this is it. So this was perps getting ready to apply the offers onto BTC at the beginning of the week. We've still not got much depth of book from Binance perps, which is a shame. If you are up for a higher time frame, okay, a higher time frame push, expansion back into trend, we are still in a higher time frame trend in a lower time frame for our range, okay. If you are up for a high time frame expansion up on BTC, you need these perps plays to just step back in. Open interest is still pretty low, funding's pretty low, but you need a push, okay. Spot have been filling these lows, that's absolutely great, but you need the dynamic traders in derivatives and perpetuals to just apply some pressure to the upside. At the minute, we've not got a lot here from perps, okay. Quick look at volume then in the CVDs. Yep, so the whale boys and girls are still quite happy to push here on perps, mainly coming from different exchanges. Qcoin there, you can see Qcoin are pushing, Deribit pushing. They don't do much volume, so I'm not going to put much weight on them. But we certainly haven't got bearish divergences or anything here, to be honest, just yet. As we see the retail traders just getting ready to short this absolute crab zone. That's not something I would do, to be honest. Wait for those deviations into the highs for any kind of shorts. But yeah, spot have come off the gas there. You can see in that CVD, to be expected. They've filled the lows. They're not bothered for chasing the price up just yet. But yeah, as you see, open interest in white here, very chilled, you know, very, very chilled. Okay, so summary there. I think we could expect a little bit of upside today. I'll be watching 100k. I'll be watching 102. If the bears start to get aggressive again, then yeah, maybe we're hedging more short positions into those value area lows, and then we'll review from there. Okay, maybe we build some bullish divergences down there. All right, guys. But look, live in the US session a little bit later. Join us there. Share the video if it's got any value across to you. Okay, and give it a like, and I'll drop a link for the live session. 2:30 my time, it'll be like 9:30 Eastern. All right, guys, I'll drop a link soon. I think we're in for a good couple of days to finish off the week. Cheers.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?